Hello, I am Chris, and I will be showing you my State of Nature story that I wrote in my class. And I'm just going to bring this over here so you can read it, but my face is not in your way. Let's see. Right there should work. Now you can see half my face. Only half. Now I'll move over. So, I wrote this in Google Docs, and it's just the state of nature. A state of nature, real quick, is a place with no government, no rules, no nothing. You can do what you want, anything. So, it was a normal day. Good, happy, of course, a few flaws. I didn't like some rules, and that's where the flaws came in. I didn't like the no singing or humming at the table rule. I also didn't like cleaning my room. That was mine. I was playing my games, very jolly and feeling good that all my homework was done and everything would be good that night. But no, my mom kicked me off when my dad got home and he told me to clean my room. Here's roughly what he said. Chris, your grandparents are going to be here in 10 days on the 13th. We walked to my room. He said this all very seriously. Not mean, but nice, serious. Oh yeah, I responded, knowing this might be good, or might be, no, so it might be something bad or good. Your room needs to be picked up. I mean, really, you can't even walk through it. He told me the same calm, down, do it now voice. On the outside, I said, sure, it does need to be picked up. But on the inside, I was like, what? All you need for a move is to get clothes, sleep, play, hang out, and that's really it. I mean, really, one or two paths. And that's what I had. Come on, really? Oh, I, of course, never expressed these feelings, but that's what it was. When we went our separate ways, for the moment, that was that. We went our separate ways for the moment, and that was that. Later that night, I got my PJs on and climbed onto my high bed. I read a little, of course, 20 minutes. Later, I went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up by my alarm. Usually, right when it went off, my mom came in to turn it off, and she would wake me up. But today, she wasn't yet back from dropping off my sister Meg, or I thought. I got up and I got up. I got up and from my high bed. That's supposed to be I got up from my high bed. Let me just fix that. Ah, sorry. Adjustments. And off again. From my high bed. When you went up there, you could easily touch the ceiling. It was 7 o'clock, my normal time to get up. I went outside and waited for my mom. After about 10 minutes, I just called her, a little worried. She did not answer. I got over it and ate some Frosted Flakes. After about 2 bowls, I just chilled for a minute. I did nothing, just wait. After the boringness of another 5 minutes, I decided to get dressed and pack my backpack. Once all of my morning stuff was done, she still wasn't home. Again, I thought she wasn't home. It was now about 8 a.m. I was starting to get worried when I heard a moving sound from down the hall. I thought it was the cats, because they make lots of noise. So I went over to the bird because she was starting to actually wake up. Good morning, Dee Dee Bird. Dee Dee the bird, you are the best bird. I petted her and picked her up. Splash! Her morning poop came out. Yuck! I said to her, then plopped her on my shoulder and started to change her food and water. While I was doing the water, I was by the sink cleaning the bowls out. I heard a creak and whipped around. Nothing, so I went back to cleaning, but I didn't hear another creak because of the water. BAM! My spleen just got tickled. The water splashed all over me. Luckily, I cleaned them, so it was clean water. I spun around. Meg, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be at school, I yelled at her. There's no rules, so there's no sense in going, she said with a smirk and walked out of the room. My mom walked in and said, why are you dressed in wet? Meg tickled me, so I splashed the water everywhere. I'm dressed because it's school, I told her. There's no rules, there's no sense in going, she said to me about the school, and about the water she said nothing. Why are they being so mean and breaking the rules? I just don't get it, I thought. I decided to just ride my bike to school, so I changed and got my backpack on and lunch. "Bye, Mom. Where are you going?" She responded. "School," I yelled, then left. When I looked in the window, I also saw my dad. "I just don't get it," I said to myself. There was a brief moment when I was just riding my bike. The wind in my face felt good from sitting inside the whole time. When I got to school, everyone was partying. The music was like thunder. I walked in and tried to find Mr. Solers. I yelled out, but that was hopeless. The music drowned my voice out. I pushed past the people and found Mr. Solars. It still wasn't easiest because it was dark and with dim lights. When I found him, he was dancing like the others and ignored me. I just kind of stayed in a corner, not knowing what to do, so I just tried to get a hold of someone. "Woo!" Charlie yelled and just stared at everyone. And I just stared at everyone. "Come on, Chris, let's dance," Charlie yelled to me. "No, tango with me," Mikey yelled. "Ooh, a dance-off," Mr. Solars yelled and connected two tables. Everyone crowded around and shouted, "Hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo," with a chant. While they were dance-offing, Ryan came up and did a flip off the table. It was a crazed dance place. I started to walk away, but they shook their fingers and locked the door from the outside. Charlie grabbed me and threw me up and started dancing. I jumped up. Mikey grabbed me and started to tango, but apparently Charlie had won. "Hey, I won," Charlie said angrily. "Tango!" Mikey yelled at the tango music came up. Charlie grabbed as. It's supposed to be as. Where was it? Charlie grabbed me and pushed us away from each other. Mikey yelled as the tango music came up. Charlie grabbed me and pushed us away from each other. Then he started to dance. I jumped up and Mr. Solars grabbed me and started to dance with me hanging just barely onto him. Mikey had gotten through Charlie and was about to grab me, but Ryan did a flip in front of him. Luke ran right in front of Mr. Solars, grabbed me, but Lucas grabbed me from Luke. "Put me down, it's lunch," I convincingly said. After that, Lucas dropped me and ran just screaming, "Attention, attention, it's lunch, it's lunch, so grab your food," and yeah. When nobody listened to him, he went to a microphone and said, "It's lunch," in a funny voice. The guard outside that was making sure nobody unlocked the door. The guard outside that was making sure nobody got out, unlocked the door, and everyone went streaming into the commons. I just don't get it, I thought. It would be better here, but it was probably worse. I thought it would be better here, but it was probably worse. It was a food fight. I ran to a corner to dodge some mashed potatoes. I had to dive to get into a corner. I saw nobody coming to me, so I started to eat by myself. Mr. Badney ran into the commons and threw a sandwich at Mrs. Klarner. I just sat there, disgusted, and thought, why did it have to be potato day? But didn't even make a sound for fear of someone seeing me and throwing some potatoes at me. I ate one bite of something and almost threw up because mashed potatoes flew right in front of me. Screaming was going around as loud as a speaker. People were cutting in lines to get more food. "Yeah! Yo!" I yelped because someone just jumped into cover with me. "Hi, Chris." It was Tucker. He almost shoved some mashed potatoes in my face, but I jumped up. "Oh, snap," I whispered to myself because I just went in clear fire of everyone when I jumped up. I dived into another spot. I had to get out of the school to wait for hockey. Here was a moment when I thought I could run. With all my might, I jumped over people and on top of tables till I was out. I was never hit in the whole food fight. As I was walking away, I thought to myself, I just don't get it. Afterwards, I had tried to do what work was available when I went back to class. I went home. It was now hockey, and I got all suited up and went to the rink. My mom took me, surprisingly, and got to the rink successfully. When I got on the ice, the first thing that happened was me getting a blow to the side with a sudden check. Me, being one of the bigger kids, took it without falling, but hit me pretty hard. I skated to one other side and started doing circles around the whole rink, like we were supposed to do. Nobody else was doing it, but I did. I got another check, and this was a big kid, and made me crash into the boards. I thought it was a kid, but it was the coach and equipment. Hey, I barked, but Artie was checked again. This time I stopped it. I was getting frustrated, so I just started dodging them, but not checking them. I had a few more blows from the bigger kids, but the smaller kids just kind of bounced off. Look. That. But. Okay, there we go. Get off me when someone thought grabbing me would be a great idea. I sprung him off and skated suddenly stopped, so he ran into me and I was ready for the blow. Like checking, but more of a defense. Me eventually getting tired of it all, walked off the ice. My mom was there and we left. I didn't know why she was there because everyone was being so mean, but hey, not complaining. I just don't get it, I said to myself while I was going home. We had dinner right away and the first thing that greeted me was a hot dog thrown in my face. Not this again, I moaned. My mom sang a song. Everything is awesome! Even though she hates that song. My dad threw a chip at me which hit my shirt. He laughed hysterically. I just started dodging food, but most hit me because I was tired of the whole day. I grabbed a chip and ate it because I really hadn't eaten all day except the morning. That was their moment. A hot dog hit me. I was sick of all the whole no rules thing. I was angry, so I yelled, "Stop!" They all froze. My bird flew to me and cracked her beak. I stood frozen in the sun, trembling with anger. My sister broke the silence and said to me, "There's no rules, so why not have a food fight?" Meg then threw a chip at me. It bounced off of me. I ran to my room, jumping over things. When I got in my room, I slammed the door and locked it. I just don't get it. I heard yelling and throwing of food. I threw off my clothes and put on my pajamas. I ran up into my bed, which again is a high bed, and cried. Then I slopped over and went to sleep. I woke up and I was in different pajamas. When I looked in the hall, everything was normal. Maybe it was a dream, I whispered and went into the kitchen. "Good morning," my mom said. "I had the weirdest dream," and told her. Hey. And that's how it ends. I hope you enjoyed this story. It took me about a few periods, which are about an hour or so. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye. Goodbye.